It is time for the highs and lows of the week, and our first high goes to the wrong number text that suddenly put one high school basketball team in the locker room with the Super Bowl champs. A freshman named Vinny at Notre Dame Prep in Pontiac, Michigan, started a group chat for the team to organize practice, but accidentally entered one number incorrectly. Turns out that wrong number belongs to Sean Murphy Bunting of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, who also happens to be a Michigan native with a phone number in that same area code. Murphy Bunting replied, then answered the high school kid's skepticism with a selfie from the Bucs locker room. And that's when things really got good. The boys still thought it was a prank, so Murphy Bunting FaceTimed the group and passed the phone around the Bucs locker room to star running back Leonard Fournette, to Richard Sherman, and even to Gronk himself. The boys were grateful, but they would have been remiss not to ask the obvious question, where is the GOAT? And with that, Tom Brady popped up on the screen. The Super Bowl MVP and greatest quarterback of all time joining his teammates in the chat.
They didn't have to do that for us. Like, they could have easily just said, I'm going to leave this group chat, and then they could have just left. Murphy Bunting ended the call by telling the boys to ball out this season.
I think I'd save that number to my contacts. You never know when you need to reach Brady and Gronk. Our first low goes to being stranded in the snow for days. But that predicament is made slightly better when you are stranded inside a pub with an Oasis cover band. About 60 people gathered at the Tan Hill Inn in Yorkshire, England, to watch an Oasis tribute group last Friday night when a blizzard unexpectedly dumped more than 3 feet of snow, shutting down roads, blocking exits, and trapping the group inside. The conditions were so bad, the group had to hunker down for 3 nights. But they made the best of it with some hot food, some pints, a little bar trivia, even a rousing round of karaoke, which presumably included a whole lot of Wonderwall. After making it out on Monday, the new friends said they already are planning a reunion for next year. Is there a chance they just wanted to stay there for 3 days? I think so. Our next high goes to a 96-year-old woman known affectionately in her family as Nanny. She is a lifelong Radio City Rockettes fan who received the surprise of a lifetime from her granddaughter Shelby. Nanny first saw the Rockettes back in the 1930s, and she watches them on TV every year at the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade.
They are so perfect, you know, really.
The first time you saw them, you were 12?
I was 12 years old. I went for my birthday.
Well, this year, Shelby thought Nanny should have a closer look at those high kicks with a trip to New York City to see the Rockettes in person.
And I got us tickets to the Rockettes at 5.
No! Oh, my God! How wonderful! Really? Oh, girl, I can't believe that.
The two traveled to New York together, and the memories flooded back as Shelby and Nanny watched the performance. But it gets better. The Rockettes caught wind of Shelby's video and invited Nanny to meet them after the show.
You'll never believe it, really. I was 12 years old. Oh, my goodness. And I will be 97 in June.
Our final low goes to the bride who had to celebrate her wedding day without her groom, and not because of cold feet. Christine Carmeyer made the best of a bad situation after her husband Gannon was hospitalized on the morning of their celebration with severe food poisoning. The North Carolina bride designed a stand-in made from a rolling steamer with pool cues, dressed in a suit, and Gannon's face on an iPad at the top. The odd couple stuck to all of the wedding traditions, including a first dance and cake cutting. Christine and Gannon actually tied the knot last summer, but this was their big celebration, and after 2 postponements due to COVID, nothing was stopping the bride on this day. Fortunately, Gannon was able to make a brief appearance at the end of the night, and he is feeling much, much better. It's like they say at the altar, in debilitating gastrointestinal sickness and in health.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.